Hello, my name is Steph and today I'm going to be showing you how to complete the registration process before you start your generic non-targeted funding application. So the first screen that you're met with is this. It means that you have not yet registered, and that is step one of the process to complete the generic non-targeted funding. So what you want to do is click fill out your eligibility profile. So the first page that you're going to arrive on is this one here. So this is your annual registration form. This is the form that you would complete every year to apply for funding with us. So the first question is your registration type. There is a drop-down list that you can select and you pick the most relevant for you. So if you're not 100% sure, we do have this tick box here. If you tick that, a number of descriptions will come up and you can read through and see which one your organisation matches, and you can also see what funding each type of organisation is applicable for. So once you work out which one you are, if you just select it from the drop-down list. So the next stage that you're going to have to complete is some basic information about your organisation. So this will be your organisation name, your postal address, a website if you have one, and some contact details. We also will ask for your local council area, so if you select that from the drop down, and we also ask for your local assembly constituency area. Now there is a map that you can click here. If you click the hyperlink, that will take you through to the Northern Ireland Assembly website, and you can locate which area you are based in, and you just select it from the drop down again. The next part of the registration process is about your membership body. If you are affiliated with a membership body, we would ask that you select it from the drop-down provided. For example, some of the uniformed organisations. So for this example, we're going to select Girl Guiding Ulster. So if you are part of a membership body, a lot of the form will disappear for you. This is because your membership body is now going to provide us with that information and you no longer need to. This is a new part of our registration process. If you select none of the above, if you're not affiliated with a membership body, or the membership body that you are affiliated with is not listed here, we do need to collect some more information for you. So when you select none of the above, a drop down of options will appear for you. This next question is very important, and this is for those who have selected none of the above for the membership body. So the drop down here asks you to select your organisation type. This is really important as this deems how we are able to support you with safeguarding and governance, whether that's directly through EA or through a regional strategic body. For example, if you select community-based youth organisation, there will be a regional strategic organisation who has been awarded funding to support you in these areas. The next question that you're going to answer is governance type. This is important as there may be some other details that we need from you based on the type of organisation you are. So if you select the drop-down, you can pick from a number of options. If you're not 100% sure which one you are, there is a tick box again to show the governance guidance note, and you can read through the descriptions and pick the one most applicable to your organisation. So once you select, if we select company limited by guarantee, you'll see that another drop-down option comes up where you give us your company registered number. So depending on which selection you make will base on which questions you're asked next, if you just fill them out with the information that we require. The next stage is to upload your governance document. This could be an Articles of Association or a Constitution. So once you've got your document, you just hit upload the file here and upload the file. If you're unsure of what is required, we do have some guidance available here, so just click the hyperlink and that will take you through to our website. Once you've done that, we just need some information on your committee or your board members' details. So if you just pop in their name and their email address. This could be a director in some organisations, so if you just pick the equivalent to what's applicable for your organisation and enter the details here. This next section is for you to give us some information on the engagement with your youth service. So the first table you're going to have to fill out is your engagement with children and young people. In this table, if you can pop in how many young people you work with within the age brackets, the number at the bottom will pre-populate for you. So for this example, we have put 20 in each of the different categories, which gives us 100 young people registered with us. The next section is leadership. So if you can just complete how many paid staff you have. For this example, we have got 3 part-time paid staff. They each do 3 hours each. So that is our total combined hours of 9. So we have 9 paid hours. We have no full-time staff, so we've just entered 0 in each box. If you have no paid staff, please just enter 0, and these numbers should also match 0. We'll then ask you to give us some information on your volunteers. So again, it's the number of individuals, and if we have 5 volunteers and they each do 3 hours each, then we have a total combined hours per week of 15, and that's your table complete. The next section is the safeguarding and child protection. So we just would ask you to read through the declaration statement, and when you agree with that, if you select the drop down and say, I declare we are compliant with the outlined declaration statement. Then we'll ask you to upload a copy of your child protection or safeguarding document. So once you upload this here, we'll then ask you if you work with any adults at risk of harm. So if you work with young people who are aged 18 to 25, we just need a bit more extra information. So there's an option for yes, and we have this covered in a separate policy. If you have a policy that is for adults at risk of harm for 18 to 25-year-olds, we will ask you to upload a copy of this here. If you select yes, but it is covered in the safeguarding policy above, we will not ask you to upload another document, and the document above covers this fine. And then there is an option for no, we do not work with 18 to 25-year-olds. So once you've completed this, just move on to the next section, and the final section of our registration process is the declaration and data protection. So this is just where we ask you to declare that you are operating your organisation in line with the DE policy priorities for youth. So we would ask you to select yes, and also that you are working under the Youth Work, a model for effective practice for our Youth Work curriculum. So again, if you select yes, we would ask that you read through the data protection statement. This is just letting you know how EA operates within the GDPR and also your responsibilities as well. And then your final declaration that is saying that you are declaring that the information you have provided is correct. So once you tick that, if you just complete the signatory details. So this should be the person that is responsible for completing this on behalf of the organisation. So we would ask that you pop in the full name, the position or the role of that person, and then sign off with a signature. Once you've done this, you can tick the green box at the bottom saying Save My Profile. Once you tick this, you will be asked just to fully submit your eligibility profile, and once you hit yes, that is your information sent to us. We hope this video was helpful, and if you need any more information or advice, you can contact us at youthfunding@eani.org.uk for some help. Thanks.